I mean, if you go back to the 1990s, we had more women in hip-hop then than we do now. We had Queen Latifah, we had MC Lyte, we had Da Brat, we had just like a slew of female MCs. And what do we have now? Nicki Minaj, who just put out a song called Stupid Ho. So that's that's progressive to me. And I just don't understand how we went from reporting police brutality to Stupid Ho.
People are living in the really ugly. So, you know, when people think that hip-hop is only about the worst things that we can think of, that's because there's a lot of times that people are coming from the worst things we can think of, and it's the only way that you're going to get it out there.
I found that I had trouble because as soon as I'd start rapping, the crowd would be like, yay, it's a girl rapping, and they wouldn't stop and listen to what I had to say, and that was really frustrating because I felt like I wanted them to really listen to my content. So ironically, being a female in this male-dominated genre, it was to my disadvantage. I was like, wait, no, stop cheering, listen to what I have to say.
One of the hardest things was dealing with my physical appearance as a female. I was in a group with 3 other guys, and I was the only one who was told you need to go on a diet, you need to do this. We were on the verge of a record deal, and we had a management team, and they sat me down for a meeting to tell me that in order to make this deal work, I needed to go on like a serious shape-up. And couldn't understand why I was like offended or hurt, you know?
So I'm a white, gay, birding girl rapper. So as far as prejudices go, from Hollis, Maine. So if you want to talk about prejudice, I'm all over it. The prejudice I face is, you know, I've been called butch, I've been called little white faggot girl trying to rap. I've been called so many names, it's unbelievable. But I think in the end, you reach the people who want to hear the message. And when you reach those people, you realize why you do it to begin with. So
it's probably going to be presumed that all I have to talk about is love, and it's not, you know, because there's little do they know that that's not the only thing that R&B or soul consists of.
Can you think of a female rapper, a current relevant female rapper that like is wearing oversized jeans and a hoodie the way that MC Lyte was right now? And you can't, and that's unfortunate.
I just try to be authentic to myself and lead by example. I even have a couple tracks that I would consider to be my sexier tracks, but even in that, I still try to be responsible for what I feel is responsible for me and what I want to put out there. Not in a degrading way, but what is real, and you know, embracing it in a way that's not like using it as an excuse. So I'm exposing myself, but I'm getting in touch with my sexuality, like all the young pop stars say by 17.
You know, like if you want people to start putting more organic foods into the store, you buy organic and every little bit counts. Same thing. Like I don't say what I don't want anybody else to repeat. I don't feel like me getting up and saying, "Girl, put some clothes on your butt." That's not for me. They're not gonna listen to me. But I can go put some clothes on my butt while I sing, and that's the only thing that I can do.
I just want to make music that I can stand behind and play out.
And you know, I'm not a size 6. I'm not, you know, showing a lot of skin. And I feel like the less we point it out, the less it's thought about.
like, maybe ask why and challenge it. Like, why is Nicki doing this? Is Nicki Minaj showing her ass because she wants to, or what's deep beyond that? Just analyze things, and it's not just rap. Analyze everything. I would say look into commercials, look into everything you see, and just challenge the media.
But wait, they're just a commodity. They're voiceless. They're just standing around while all these people, you know, are looking at them and objectifying them.
Sex does sell. So Nicki Minaj, no matter what she says, is using her butt and her boobs, you know, to say that it doesn't matter what I say because you're going to be paying attention to something else. Pop rap that goes and sells everything except the content because it's not about the content anymore. And when people are selling sexuality, no matter what level of music that you're on or what genre of music that you're selling, sex will sell it, and the content doesn't matter. So therefore, once their sexuality is over, so is their content.
You know, I'm at a show and I'm with all guys, and there'll be like an after the gig, and I'm always getting propositions to go hang out after. Like, it's just not having that same kind of level of like, oh, you did a great job, oh, let's, you know, talk music. It was like, hey, shorty, you wanna, you know?
Sexual liberation is a key thing in hip-hop, and I think it's great that we have the freedom to do that. The thing that I wonder is when you get to a point where you're always being called a stupid hoe, to the point where women are calling that to each other, to the point where you only have one woman in hip-hop, you have to wonder, is this really helping us? Are we really progressing because of this? If you're only seeing women without their clothes on, then that becomes the norm. And that means when you're trying to not do that, then what happens? Well, labels don't really care because you're not going to make money because you're not Rihanna shaking her ass at the Grammys. So when it becomes to the point where that's all you can do and you're pigeonholed into only being a sex figure, that's when I start to have a problem with it. I would love to shake my ass if I was going to be treated in a way that I could still be seen as a dope lyricist. I could still be seen as one of the greatest. But Jay-Z's not shaking his ass. Why is it only that women are doing it? I don't see men scantily clad. I don't see Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne took his shirt off once. That was pretty cool. That's about it. So why is it only the women? I think that becomes a really central question in terms of equality and in terms of, like I said, there's only one female artist in hip-hop getting any shine right now. And she just, the new video, Stupid Ho, is a diss to Lil' Kim. So there's no, what's the word? There's no solidarity. Solidarity, exactly. The solidarity is completely lacking. She's put out 3 diss tracks to Lil' Kim, who also shook her ass her whole career. So that's a problem. We need solidarity and we need to stick together. And yeah, we should support each other, but at the same time, we have to ask each other what are we really sending as a message? Because sexual liberation can only go so far.
I've been living my life the way that I want to a long, long time. Long time. And I ain't got much, no, I don't. But everything that I do is all mine. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all right, it's 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 all right with me. What you see, it's all right, 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 right. What I try to be, yeah. 'Cause I'm living it, living it, living it, living it, living it.